Feedback Labs is a nonprofit, a field-building organization working to make feedback the norm in aid, philanthropy, nonprofits, and government. This is our annual summit, really bringing the community together, people who care passionately about listening and acting on feedback from the communities and the heart of the work that they do, really learning from each other, making connections, having deeper relationships.
It's great to come to the summit and actually take the time out from other distractions to be with people who are interested in the same issues and opportunities that you are.
If we're going to change community, if we're going to help individuals, communities, and organizations do better and accomplish their missions, we have to know what their true needs are, not just what we think that they are.
So as we began to look deeper into our own issues around race, equity, diversity, and inclusion, and as we conducted some primary research about community-led, which was at the heart of our new mission statement, we started to finally engage with the data and see what it wasn't showing. What if we asked the people who are most affected by this work to create the thing themselves? That if we want to accelerate community-led change, we need to become more community-led ourselves.
I don't want to say it's surprising, but it's striking to me. It's like, wow, this is a really complex and deep field that takes convenings like this so that we can really build the awareness and knowledge for folks to be able to really put it into their practice. As I was saying earlier, just the variety of folks from all around the world and across the United States, I think that really enriches the experience in terms of, again, how people are thinking about listening and feedback in their work.
As a funder, I do think that we ultimately get into this place of groupthink, and without some kind of feedback mechanism, whether it be through our partners, whether it be through the communities, we will stray away and focus on things that potentially are not relevant, are not strategic, and are not impactful, and ultimately won't achieve the types of equitable outcomes that we're trying to achieve.
For us, if we're not collecting feedback from who the key stakeholders are within that system, and if we're not making the type of change that they would want to see and that we would want to see together, and we're not bringing them along with us, we're not going to be able to move the needle on the problems that we're trying to solve.
Josh and I were able to come to the crash course before the summit, which was really helpful in getting us past the ideation stage in our feedback process and give us some tangible next steps for how we can start incorporating that more into our grant making process.
The real powerful piece has been being here as a team. So the fact that when we're in sessions or when we participated in the crash course, we can immediately take what we're applying and put it into action.
Came to the summit because I wanted the opportunity to engage with others around practices and how we can best listen to others in their community, and to really sharpen those skills.
Coming here has introduced me to some folks that are doing this work, and now I can have better language to speak about what it is that we're doing and know that I'm a part of a community. So that's been part of the experience here, but I'm also really here to get some great ideas for what Charity Navigator can do to help expand our constituent feedback ratings and to help our donors better understand the importance of feedback. So I'm getting some excellent tips over the last couple of days.
And we listened to everyone, and we gave them the results. We had to make policy, and sometimes everyone's feedback could not be a part of the new policy, but every single stakeholder knew that they were a part of the algorithm to get to the solution.
When we got here, I personally was so surprised to find out that we were not alone out there. When we are doing our job every day, working with communities, working with organizations, advocating for real listening is not easy sometimes, so you feel kind of lonely. But when you come here and you find so many amazing people doing the same, advocating for the same, you feel like, oh, this is part of a movement and it's worth it to keep doing so. So that's the biggest learning we've had so far.
One of the things that's most warmed my heart during this summit is the people who've come to me and said, you know, I found my community. I'm here, and this is the sort of the support that I needed to continue doing this work. And so whether you're from the nonprofit field, academia, philanthropy, if you care about giving a voice to people who really are at the heart of your work, this is a great place to be.